I'm gonna drop it in the sport. Oh, guess what happened? Idle stop crap.
A lot of you are probably like, Miller, why is the hood open?
Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, it is the moment you have all been waiting for. Well, at least one of them. The next one will be in a week or two, I hope. But this one, we're gonna put an intake in the 22 Sport. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump right into it because I know you guys have been waiting. Okay, so I already opened the box, but let me show you guys what's inside. All right, we got some paper. We have a weather strip, which I know what we need to do with that. We have the pipe itself. We have the cone filter. We have some rings, some rubber grommets, a bolt, a nut, a rubber coupler, 2 clamps, which we're going to talk about the clamps here in a little bit. And then we have the housing, which the weather strip will go around, and it also goes around the inside here. Okay, let's get started. So we have a 10 mil here, a 10 mil here, a 10 mil here, a 10 mil down there, and a 10 mil right there. I'll put some arrows there showing you where they are. And we have 2 Phillips screws here, and 2 clamps, one right here and one right here, and then a spring clamp right here. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to pull the mass airflow sensor out. You're going to want to pop this clip out. Just take your Phillips and pull it out after you pull the harness off. And take your Phillips and pull the sensor out. What we're going to do is we're going to pop these clips open. One right here, one right here. We're going to lift up the air box. We'll pull the filter out. Just for fun. 5,000 miles, that's what the filter looks like. Wiggle this clamp up to the top, and you can just let it go for now. Take your Phillips. to get this hose out of the intake hose, like that. So then you have all that, while you still have your hand on the clamp. There you go. Now this piece is out, then we can take this piece out, which we have all the bolts out, so might be a little hard to get it out from that other box, so just be careful. And just like that, it's out. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna put the mass airflow sensor in. It's gonna sit like this, so you gotta make sure that the plug is facing the right direction. Okay, so they give you a rubber hose. You have to cut it down. I already cut mine down. It was probably about half this size. And then they give you 2 clamps. Throw those clamps away and get yourself some little small screwable clamps. Those other ones, I don't know about y'all, whoever did this before, they don't work. I had 2 of these laying around, so we're going to use these instead. Once you got it on there, screw it down tight. Now it might actually be easier to put it on the car first, but we'll try it this way first and see how we make out. What you want to do is you want to make sure your clamps are facing a good direction. That way if you need to take it off while it's on the car, you can do that. So just like that, I had to change the way it was facing because it's going to sit like this. So I probably actually want it to be more like that. But we can test it out a little bit better once it's in the car. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to take our heat shield and our weather strip, and we need to put the weather strip the whole way around the heat shield, and then we're even going to put it in here too, around this circle. So grab yourself a pair of dikes and an X-Acto knife so you can cut the rubber and then clip through the metal piece. There's a metal piece right here you're going to have to cut through. So when you get it on there, just take your thumb and push down through the rubber until you feel it push into the heat shield. We'll take our dikes, cut it. Alright, the heat shield is weather stripped up and ready to rock. Now we got to go throw these grommets in. I'll show you where to put them. So what you wanted to do is you want to take this out of the rubber grommet, and you want to take it and put it right in this hole here, because we're going to reuse the factory bolt. And then you slide that back up underneath like so. Okay, now we want to take the 2 rubber grommets they provided. The single stud goes in the back in this hole here. And the double stud will go in this hole right down here. And these are where you unscrewed the 2 bolts when you're taking out the factory air box. You can leave the lower air box, you do not need to remove it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is install the rubber coupler. The small end goes on the throttle body, the same with the small ring. Again, make sure that you're able to get to the screw part of the rings. And what you're going to want to do too is you're going to want to leave this one on there, but we'll put that on in a little bit. Let's make sure to get this on there first. Slide it on, make sure you have it the whole way back. Again, make sure you can get to the ring. And you're going to want to screw it tight. Little pull, ain't going nowhere. So then what we'll do is we'll take our other ring, throw it on there as well, and then that'll be ready for when we get the pipe in there. It's time to install the heat shield. What we need to do is we need to take the nut and washer and the bolt and washer, put this down in the hole, and put the nut and bolt on. The bolt goes in the back. This one's a little harder to get to because of the weather strip. And then it says you're supposed to be able to attach this grommet to this. Well, they didn't supply a bracket, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to run you guys to Home Depot or Lowe's, see if we can find a bracket that'll work for this. But we'll do that afterwards. Well, I'm going to tighten it down, see if it, because right now it's kind of sitting on this hose right here. Not a lot of pressure, but maybe whenever I tighten them down, it'll lift the pressure off of the hose. If that's the case, we'll be good. If not, it's only going to be maybe 20 miles like that until I can run there and get a bracket. Unfortunately, it does rest on that hose, so I'm definitely going to, I mean, it's pretty floppy. Putting the filter in and attaching everything might be a little better, but I still think it's going to just sit here and flop around a little bit. All right, now we're going to install the filter into the heat shield. The filter came with no oil on it at all. Luckily, I had some K&A oil spray around, so we're going to spray a little bit on here. Nice soft little coat, because I'm telling you, it literally had nothing on it, so nothing crazy. And we'll wipe a little bit off around the edges and we'll install the filter. Push it through the hole like that. It's like that. We'll put the clamp right there for now. All right, so what we need to do next is we need to take this hose, plug it into this line here, and we'll take this end, get it into the filter, and then we'll take this end and get it into the coupler on the throttle body. Make sure everything's good to go. We'll plug in our harness, make sure everything's good, and then we'll tighten everything up, and we should be good to go. Probably don't have to do anything with this. I could probably leave it alone. It's not on the it's not on the hose. I mean, it's on there good. I think I'm still going to stop and get a bracket for for this, just to make it look cleaner. All right, let's start it up, see what she sounds like. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? Blue's breathing better now. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put a microphone under the hood. We're gonna go on a little cruise, get some sound clips. Now I'm gonna drop it in the sport. Oh, guess what happened? Idle stop crap. Forgot to turn it on. Alright, now we're in sport mode. See what it does. has a little bit more pep. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Now, it's no 1.5T. You don't hear the turbo or nothing like that, but... So yeah, all in all, it's actually pretty good. Sounds pretty decent. A little bit more pep. Nothing crazy, obviously. But it sounds pretty good. Is it worth it? 280 bucks. For me, it was. What do you think? Is it worth it? Leave a comment down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. And as always, this was your boy Miller. I'll see you in the next one.